just want you to talk about the experience of shooting the video. What was it like for you? Because I could see from watching it, I could see that it was very serene and calm.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
Well, it was hectic. I mean, even though we had to portray that look of serenity and calmness, there was a lot of madness behind the scene trying to put everything together, but it was fun and it was just very overwhelming for me.
Okay. Inspiration behind the song.
Okay. Be Like Yours was talking about an ideal world, a perfect world. You know, I was sort of having a conversation with God, and I was like, you know, I don't know why my world is the way it is. There's hate, there's so much anger, you know, why can't it just be like your world? You know, so that was where the name came up, Be Like Yours.
Okay. Is this your first song? I hear you released an album a while back.
No, I haven't released an album. I released the single Be Like Yours in November last year. And then I released another song with MI called Tonight. So those are the only two songs I have done that are out there. Yeah.
Okay. Have you always wanted to do music?
Always. It was the only thing I ever thought of every waking moment. I don't know. If I wasn't a singer, I wasn't into music, I don't know. I'd probably be depressed.
What was growing up like for you?
Ooh, growing up was very exciting. My dad was in the Air Force, so we did a lot of traveling. I spent a couple of my childhood years in Kaduna, and I have 3 brothers, so I was a tomboy. We were always climbing trees and going into the bushes and doing boy stuff. It was cool. It was nice. Growing up was fun.
Educational background?
I went to Air Force nursery, primary, and secondary school in Kaduna and in Lagos. And then I went to the University of Ibadan. I graduated with a degree in philosophy. And I did my NYSC in Edo State.
Okay. Because I'm trying to see there's a link between reading philosophy and music.
Okay. Yeah, well, initially I wanted to study law because my dad was hell-bent on me becoming a lawyer. He really wasn't in support of the music, you know, and we tried to get into law, but, you know, the whole cut-off marks and all that. I had to settle for philosophy. I really wasn't happy because I knew my dad wanted me to be a lawyer, but in my second year, I became so fascinated with philosophy. It was so interesting, it was so intriguing. You know, it delved into human nature, existence, questioning what really is, you know, finding the truth for yourself. And so I just became really into it, and I had been writing songs from, you know, I think I was like 10. So it actually gave me a lot more insight, and it helped me to frame a lot of the lyrics. It gave me more depth to the writing. So I think, you know, it was just God. It just blended perfectly with the music.
Okay, so I'll be right to say philosophy has made you a better singer.
Yes, it's made me a better songwriter, and it's made me a better singer in terms of expression and the emotion behind the song.
Okay, will I also be right to say it also inspires your lyrics?
It does.
Because, I mean, Be Like Yours, you said philosophy has a lot to do with questioning God, mankind, existence.
Yeah.
And Be Like Yours, according to what you said, it was like, why can't the world be like heaven?
Exactly.
So
it was
a little bit of philosophy.
Yes, it was very.
Do you think music, better yet, your parents, are they in support of you doing music?
They weren't initially. Ever since I was a kid, I used to tell them I was going to be a singer. My dad was so worried. He was just like, no, they don't do very well, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, later on, they just realized that, look, this is what this girl wants to do. And I was doing it behind their back anyway. So they were just like, you know what, just do your thing. And they really didn't know how good I was at it because they never came for any of my performances, and they were always out of the country. But my dad actually came for one, I did a song at a Spirit of David dance concert, and he was so, I don't know, he was just really shocked. He was just like, was that you? I can't believe it. You're really good. I'm going to tell your mom we should support you. And my mom was like, haven't I been telling you to support her all this while? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, and they gave me their blessing. So since then, they've been like my #1 fans.
Okay, how would you describe your music?
My music, wow. It's a blend of so many things, but I think it will still go under the R&B soul umbrella. You know, there's a hint of rock, there's a hint of folk. It has that retro soul kind of feel. It's a blend of so many things, but I think it still goes under the R&B soul. Bez and I were talking, and he was like, you know, he thinks this music goes under like alternative soul, what he does and what I do. So I don't know if there's a genre called alternative soul, but I think it quite describes the kind of music that I do.
So will I say you're a secular artist?
Well, pretty much. I sing about everything and anything. My life and the world that I live in inspires me.
So I would be right to call you gospel artist.
Oh no.
So role models?
My role models, my mom, my very...
music-wise?
Oh, music-wise, okay. Woo! Lauryn Hill. I listen to her until I scratch the CD. I listen to her a lot. Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Jill Scott, and my all-time favorite, Brandy.
We have the Nigerian music scene is actually exploding by the day. We have loads and loads of artists springing up by the day. Some are, this year musician, we listen to some of these songs that are like,
yeah.
Some are trash, some are good. And where do you think you fit in amongst this, or better yet, what stands you out from the pack? We have so many artists. So I mean, what should make me want to listen to Molara?
Well, I think most of the music out there is Nigerians. Well, I would, if I can say so, we like songs that make us dance, the songs that are very uppity. My music is more reflective. It's very calming. Of course, there are some songs you can dance to, but in general, the songs are very moody, you know, atmospheric. So I think that's what I bring. Something different. Just, you know, after the whole noise and dancing and everything, you have something that can calm you down and just give you this atmosphere to just relax.
Okay, and do you think there's a market for you, for your type of music? Are Nigerians actually ready for reflective songs? I mean, the in-word now is swagger. Ginger your swagger
yes.
ginger. And so you wonder, where does alternative music, I just want to, you know, your kind of music, where does it come into play now? You think the average Nigerian will still have time for reflective music, sober-like kind of songs?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of people out there that do listen to that kind of music. I mean, the feedback I've gotten from Be Like Yours was tremendous. I was very shocked. You know, a lot of people were just like, it was so soothing. You know, someone called Rhythm 93.7 was like, please play Omolara's Be Like Yours. It's really soothing. And another person was like, you know, she just left all the noise to the hip-hop people and she just took a peaceful song and did a really peaceful video. So the feedback has been good and it's been encouraging.